Hello everyone, it's Perry here and I welcome you once again to the Arsenalona channel. Another weekend game week has been concluded, the rewards are out and I have a treat for you today. This game week was a big treat for me, to be honest. I got my best finish ever, my best results and my biggest win ever, especially in an in-season competition. And funnily enough, that competition was not Bundesliga, was not the league, the competition that I have the most knowledge and I focus on. And let's get into the rewards, and I will explain everything later. And be sure to stick around until the end because I will be doing a giveaway tied to the big win I had this game week. So the big win I'm talking about was in the JPL, as you will see in a bit. Let's first go through our promotions. And yeah, 3 streaks hit. This is a common streak, but these ones are nice to be done. First streak in JPL and Bundesliga, but this lineup hides something even bigger behind it. So as you may know, I have been playing the JPL on the side, um, very casually on a very low budget, just because I had a Jolly's classic card. I bought him last year for like 4 5 euros, um, just to play him for the international breaks with Greece. And since he kind of is the best card, or definitely the best forward in the JPL, I thought that I would be wasting him, not using him in a JPL lineup. So that's why I have built like a very budget gallery in JPL. I've bought like 8 9 cards, and this turned out to be very profitable. So as you will see here when I reveal my cash, second place on Division 1 for the JPL and $500, $515 with a ceiling bonus applied. uh, it's insane. It's my biggest win ever by far, and I'm so happy about it. And it was such a roller coaster of emotions. The way I ended up finishing second, I will tell you the whole story in a bit. Let's also claim our essence, 258 essence from All Star, another same reward from under 23, just 103 from the one Bundesliga, another 103 from the second Bundesliga team, and some common essence here, which yeah is a nice additional bonus. But yeah, I'm so I still cannot believe it, to be honest. Oh yes, we've claimed all the rewards, right? So I don't know how this works. Oh yeah, I've claimed them. So I'm confused. Um, let's go to the game just to check. So let's skip past the commons. I will very quickly sum up the Bundes, which is the main focus of the channel, to be honest, usually, but this game week we don't care. So I barely hit 360 points with this lineup and then dropped. So yeah, I managed to claim the streak. So first streak has been hit, but yeah, Lemperle lost like 8 points in the following day, so that's why I dropped. The other teams didn't perform that great. It's quite sad to be wasting such a great game from Stuttgart and two huge scores from Stiller and Mittelstadt in my main lineup, but the rest of the team didn't perform at all, to be honest. And Gnabry didn't even play for this team that did kind of well. So yeah, moving on, let's go to the JPL and the crazy things that happened over there. So this is the team. It's a very nice team, but a very cheap team to to be honest. Apart from Jollies that I said, it's an expensive card, probably the best card in the JPL, at least forward wise. But as I said, I had it from last year. It was bought for very cheap. And yeah, my plan at the start of the season was to buy the La Louvière Stark for the defense, the promoted team in the JPL, and then just like a couple more cards to accompany them. This team uh, these two were bought last couple of weeks, very specifically for this game week. So I knew that I had good matchups. That's why I made the buy of Omri Gandelman, who in the end helped us to reach this incredible score and this incredible finish in the JPL competition. So let me go through. Let me go over my general JPL. Uh, why does it say I have the rewards 22? Let me swipe to confirm all. That's weird, but yeah, I like this graph. Okay, so now the rewards are openly claimed. Yep, we can see the cash over here. I thought it would be more euros. That's odd, but maybe yeah. No, let's let's move on. My gallery, as I said, I was going to talk about my JPL gallery. This is it. This is all my cards. You can see how cheap my JPL gallery is. The value is very very low. Um, so other than these three cards that I have from last year and they're classic cards, I initially bought Marcos Pino, Maxence Maisonneuve, and Belcaire because I thought he would be good, but he had a transfer saga, and in the end he stayed in the team and he's not playing. But we don't really mind that. So yeah, I had mainly bought Pino and Maisonneuve as the defensive stack for Lalouvière. Then I bought Sissako as the midfielder from St. Ruiten, and Bosinov as my center back, as my extra player. Let's say first game week I actually was used Belcaire, but he didn't play, and then I bought Bosinov. So we started with like a budget of let's say 22 euros, somewhere like that. I'm not including Jollies because he's a card bought like almost a year ago, or like the previous season at least. So yeah, it was a very budget squad. I was just aiming for the streaks, especially at the beginning with the double streaks and stuff, and the lower thresholds. So yeah, that's why I made the lineup. But it did well, mostly because of Jollis and Pino having amazing performances. So I got promoted twice quite quickly, and I've been on Division One for a few weeks, I think. So yeah, after a while, my problems were that Maisonneuve lost his position. He started as a starter. He started the season, got into the season as a starter, but then he lost his position. So I went out and bought the best performing centre back from La Louvière, Fayet. Up to this point, he had very decent scores, so that's why I bought him for only €3, as you can see. Um, and then last game week, Bozinov also had some issues, and I think he might have lost his position as well. And he wasn't scoring great, anyways. And I liked La Louvière against Varegem, so I thought that uh, I could do quite well. And I bought Gary Magnet. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the name, but big boy Gary. I bought him for the last game week. He was good, but actually, I bought him before the Ghent game. So yeah, I bought him over here because Bosnov had started losing his position, and I got a good game out of him, a decent game as well here. And then this game week, I was looking at the squad. Every week I was just lining up my 5 players and then moving on, um, just checking that they are predicted to start, and that was it. But this game week, I saw that the matchups were very, very nice. La Louvière was up against uh, Westerlo, also a team that is not bad, but La Louvière have shown that at home they're a very strong team defensively. They don't score a lot of goals, but they don't concede either. So I thought that it was a very nice matchup against Westerlo, which is not a very strong team anyways. And then Gary, big boy Gary, had a decent matchup against Genk. It may not look like it at first glance, but he's just such a good scorer. And Genk is not that great lately. They've been shaky in the back, um, and yeah, Gary is on the um, is on all the set pieces. Sorry, and yeah, he has great potential for all-around score. So that's why I thought he had a very nice game ahead of him. And Jolis always is a. I don't think he has a bad fixture per se in the JPL. So yeah, against Levin especially, I thought it was a very nice fixture. So I was like, Sissako is a good, decent mid-range scorer, but he doesn't really pick. It's very difficult to pick. So I was like, maybe I can find some a value pick just for one game week, a cheap player. And I was looking through projections and stuff, some betting odds, and for some reason, most of Gant's midfielders and attackers had pretty good odds to score or be involved in goals. So like Gant was projected to score a few goals against Zulte Waregem, which is to be expected. To be honest, they were the favorites. But yeah, so I went with Gandelman. It was the funny thing is that it was between him and Ito, and Ito had been scoring a bit better lately, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, kind of seems like he has a bit of more of an upside because um, yeah, Omri here he can score a goal, but not really any AA game from him. But Ito was like double his price, so that's mostly why I went with Gandelman. And funnily enough, it was the the very correct choice. And for only 3.5 euros, I managed to get 500 or like 444 euros back, which is insane. It's crazy. I'm super happy about it. It's my best game week. Now let me go over why this is quite. What was the roller coaster and why it was such a crazy experience. As I was saying, I obviously watched. First of all, Omri's game, the Gen game, was the last game of the week. It was on Sunday night. Every game was had been concluded before it. Only one was live. The Anderlecht game was live, but it was on the second half. And yeah, in general, most players had played already. There was one exception. The Standard Liège against Adverb game had been postponed, had been interrupted actually, not postponed, had been interrupted like the 87th minute, I think, and was to be continued on Monday. So yeah, essentially it was the last game. So before the start of the game, I knew that I wanted like uh, around this the points I got basically to to go near the top. And I was watching the game and I saw Varagem just really firing on all cylinders and just scoring one after the other, and I was quite sad. I mean, I didn't mind. I only wanted a goal or an assist from Ghana, but I was really scared and afraid that uh, they may he may be substituted. Maybe the coach want to take everyone out because the performance was very poor in the first half, and or anything like maybe the game would slow down a lot, and again wouldn't be able to score a goal. But this thankfully did not happen. Um, there was a triple substitution at halftime, but he stayed in. He played the whole game. He was in every chance created by Ghent. He was around the box. He was playing inside the box a lot. He was searching for that goal or involvement in a decisive action, and I was very happy seeing that. And finally, at around the 80th minute, he scored, and I was super happy. I jumped to he had 68 points when scoring the goal. I was second at that point. Um, I was super happy and I was praying that nothing happens in the final minutes and he drops or someone else goes above me. And funnily enough, on the 93rd minute, there is a chance that he goes into the. There was a chance for Ghent and he's in the small area and the 6 yard box, I mean. And then he takes a header on open net and he misses the goal. He hits the post actually, so it counts as a big chance missed. And I drop to 61 points, which at the time he drops to 61 points, which at the time put me at 464, I think, and out of uh, and back down to the fourth place, and I was so sad about it. If he scored, I would have secured the second place easily. I would be 15 points ahead, and he missed the chance, and I dropped to fourth, and I was so disappointed, so frustrated. And then I even checked, and I was 0.05 points behind second place. It was insane actually. I have everything documented over on my X or Twitter account at Arsenalona. If you want to check it, it was insane. I was losing my mind. Losing even like I was fourth, taking the $100, which was still like a huge win, but 0.05 points behind the third place and $200 extra. But anyways, next day I wake up, the nothing changed. I'm still fourth. Opta hasn't blessed me. I'm quite sad. And when I thought everything was over, the Standard Liège against Antwerp game is being played, and after it is been concluded, like they played for like 5 minutes, I think, or something like that, just to finish the game. And then after the conclusion of that game, the person that was second had four players from Standard Liège, and after the rescoring, he dropped to fifth, I think, or sixth, which is very very sad about him. I understand, but I was bumped up to third. I was so happy, but I was still 0.05 points behind second now. But I was super content with that. I was just praying that nothing else changes and I stay third. And then I wake up today, and there's been a rescoring to the La Louvière game, which was a game on Saturday. I don't know how this happened, like 3 days after the game. But Faye went from 90 to 94 points, and Pino went from 60 to 61, and I jumped up to second place and the $500, and I was screaming. I was so happy about it when this happened. It's insane. It was a huge roller coaster of emotions, as I said. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have words right now, but yeah, I don't want to make this video very long. I hope you enjoyed the story and the rewards from this game week. I don't think I have anything else to show you because I actually, yeah, I will mention that I made my first under 23 team this game week. It was another game week that Reese was in goal for mine, so I had a full lineup, and I said why not. I don't know why I hadn't actually made an under 23 lineup by now, but I think I will try and make a decent one to have at least one for each game week. Yeah, we are up to Division 2, so that's nice. And I also made some champion um, lineups. Also, champion is a competition that I never play, but I went just for with all my leftovers. I knew that I wouldn't really have the time for any arenas, so all these cards would be wasted, and I just entered them into champion in hopes I can get some essence, but nothing nothing came out of this. It's fine, I don't mind that. All Star was very mid as well. At least I still have a Division 1 team. So yeah, that's the conclusion. My JPL team, my gallery costs probably like around 30 to 40 euros for JPL, and I managed to get 500 euros back, which I'm super super happy about. Yeah, and as I said, I will be having a giveaway with this video. The giveaway will be the one and only Omri Gandelman, the guy that helped us get this this amazing win after a big roller coaster of emotions, as I already said. So yeah, Omri will be the giveaway, and all I want you to do, is to subscribe to the channel, please. Like the video and leave a comment down below with how your game week went. If you have any other crazy stories that you want to share with me, I will be very happy to hear all about them and read about them. Like any rescorings by Opta, we love Opta, or at least I love Opta this game week. Maybe next game week I will not love Opta, but for now I adore Opta. So yeah, any stories or any results from this game week that you want to share, please feel free to share down in the comments. There will be a post about the giveaway on X as well, and yeah, but the all the conditions will be here on YouTube. Thank you very much for staying until the end. Um, I could show you my live liners, but it's not anything crazy. We can see over here some Bayern and Dortmund mixed tag with Don, and yeah, this is kind of a very I don't want to say poor squad, but I don't have many hopes. And then yeah, my European leagues are still um, being worked on because I have some DNPs that I need to cater for, but I have 2 days to do this. So yeah, thank you once again for staying until the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Please leave a like even if you don't want to participate in the giveaway, but especially if you do. Subscribe to the channel and see you on the next one.